Hey everyone, you're watching Big Drone Flyer 77. When we return, I've got the Potensic. This is the FireFly A20 right after this. Hey, welcome back everyone. Thanks for joining me today on this edition of Big Drone Flyer 77. Hey, I went ahead and got everything out of the box. I'm just going to do a really quick unboxing on this. This is the A20, which this one is a non-Wi-Fi camera version. Just has a LED light in the front. It does come with 2 batteries, which is nice. This one here, which I love that it's got the 2.0 connector on here, so definitely a little more better for power transfer. But this one here is actually 3.7 volt, 180 milliamps, so it's not a very big milliamp on this one, but you're gonna at least probably get hopefully 4 minutes of flight. I'm hoping. I think that's why they're supplying the extra battery. You can see the battery compartment on here is really small, so I don't think you're going to be able to sneak any other size batteries in there. So I think you're pretty much stuck with that one there, unless you guys figure out another way, you know, putting something bigger. But it does just fine. This thing's actually a really good flyer. I tested it out inside the house, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely a lot better than their last version that I think it was like that A30 or H30W. I can't remember. I'll put a link up here in the top right hand corner so you guys could check out that video. It was about twice the size of this one, and it was having some flight board issues or battery issues. It kept dropping voltage really fast, and then it would just do an automatic flip and crash down for me. And these don't have any flip buttons on that last drone, but this one's actually a really good flyer. Super quiet, you guys. I'm very impressed on how quiet this thing is. You got a pretty beefy size manual here because it's all in different languages, but it tells you on how all the controls work, how to unlock the motors, or you can do 1 key takeoff, 1 key land, but you got all your basic information you need there. You got your little thank you card, and then it also gives you all their email sites there for US, UK. So you got France and all over the place. You can email these guys. They also tell you some information about the batteries. So this is just a basic version, so that's what I love about this. It does have altitude hold. Here's your charger. So you got your USB charger. It does come with 4 extra props. And the controller's super simple here, guys. You got 3 rates of speed. You got it says high and low, but it has 3 rates. So you press this 3 times, it'll do 3 beeps, and that's the rate you want to be in if you're outside or you want to get a little faster speed there. First rate is super slow. It does have headless mode. These 2 buttons, for me at least, these do not work. They must have been for another. They probably use this controller for another drone. 1 key takeoff, 1 key land, and you got your power on and off button, and that's it. You know, you could press this in, it beeps, but it won't do anything. It doesn't do any flips or anything. At least mine don't. It does take I believe it's 3 AAA batteries. Those are not included, so you have to order those. But I'll leave a link down in the descriptions, you guys, on where to pick this up on Amazon. And then I'll leave their Facebook group as well. Check out their Facebook group, you guys. They got a lot of cool drones on there too. They got a couple. I think they got 1 brushless one right now, which looks pretty good. I want to take a look at sometime. But anyways, you guys, that's basically it. There's nothing to it. Just a simple little flyer. So let's go take this thing outside and let's see what it does. Alright guys, hey, I'm with the Potensic. This is the Navigator 2. This is just a small little whoop style. It does have altitude hold. I do recommend indoors. I'm outside right now. Got probably about 2 or 3 mile an hour winds. I just want to see how well it flies. I believe this is maybe 4-5 minute flight time. So they did give me the 2 batteries as you've seen in the unboxing. So I got one in here already. Let me clip this back down. The only downfall on this, it's hard to get this door closed with the cable in there, so you got to kind of work at it a little bit, but it snaps right in right there. So I'm going to turn this on. It's flashing, it's waiting to bind, so let me turn this on, and it should be bound as soon as that stops flashing here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It just bound. I went up and down. I don't think you have to do that, but I did it anyways. Not too sure if this one has a calibrate. Just seeing if it does calibrate mode at all, but I don't see anything. I think it calibrates once you have it level on the ground. So you want to start it up level on the ground, and then go ahead and turn the controller on, and then the drone. But listen to this thing, you guys. Super quiet. I haven't heard a drone this quiet in a long time. But it's a good flyer. Let me find the rates on this. Oh, there it is, high and low. So there's two rates. Alright, there's high rate, there's the yaw. Let me bring it closer. Really not a fast drone. Like I said, it's for indoors. Here's low rate, and you can see, look how slow the yaw is on that. So that is definitely indoor mode. Let me put it back down to high so I don't lose it, because a little bit of wind gust and it will be gone. So it does have headless mode, which is right here. So it does have headless mode. Let me shut that back off here. I don't want to use it right now since it's windy right now. Okay, so it does have 3 rates. Alright, I heard 3 beeps there. Okay, so rate 1, rate 2, and rate 3. Yeah, rate 3 is a lot better. Very slow to come down, you guys. So, you know, if it starts to climb on you, start bringing it down, because it does not come down slow fast. So, but it's a really good flyer. Like I said, definitely suggest keeping it indoors, because the wind's starting to catch it on me here and starts giving it more altitude. So I'm holding it down to keep it down, but the altitude hold works really well. It's just the wind's picking up, but it does hold pretty good, especially indoors. It's solid. I like this one because all that's on here is just a little LED headlight on here, so I don't have to worry about any little cameras. So no Wi-Fi, none of that stuff to interfere with the 2.4 gigahertz controller. So, but yeah, this thing's pretty fun. Let's see if this thing has any flips. I can't remember if it does or not on this one. No, I don't see any flips right there. Now these are dead buttons, so these buttons do not work here. Wind's blowing it around, so these buttons do not work here on the top. So that's headless mode. So there is no flip button that I could see. So you do have automatic takeoff and land. So there's automatic land, which I just landed in my hand, and then automatic takeoff here. Yeah, really good flyer. Definitely a lot better than that what was it, that H30 W, I believe it was, something like that. I was having problems with it. It's a little bit bigger than this one, almost twice the size, and I'll leave a link up in the top right hand corner there to that video, and you guys will see it did a flip and landed, and it don't have flip button on that, so it was having problems. So I don't know if it was having battery problems or the flight board was messed up, but it kept dropping out of the sky. It would start off with 100% and then drop down to like 20% battery when you're on the app. So, but this one's a nice solid little flyer. Yeah, I like this one. This one's way better. I just can't believe how quiet it is. I'll see how long it flies. Let me get in the shade here so I don't wash out the camera here with glare. You can see the little headlight. We'll go in the shade here. See, the little headlight works pretty good, so you'd be able to see it at night. You got a red light on the back that will flash when it goes into low voltage. So this one's going to be hard to see with my action camera because it's so small. So orientation mixing in with this green background and this having a green canopy is going to be hard to see. But yeah, you can see it's really solid. Got a little bit of wind coming this way, but you know, like I said, indoors it holds up nicely. Right now I'm just flying it till we get low voltage warning here, just so we can get a nice flight time on this. I'm just surprised it didn't have no flip button. I thought it would have some kind of flip button, but it, yeah, I don't see anything. Even when you press this in, it doesn't do anything. No. So at least mine don't have flips. So it's starting to flash now. So we'll see if this automatically lands. You can see the little lights flashing there, and we'll see if it automatically lands here. See if I can keep it steady here. Yep, there it goes. Automatically lands, you guys. Perfect. Time right there. So I'll leave the time right there on the bottom of the screen here. So alright guys, hey, the H20, it flew really nice. As you guys can see, it's nice and quiet. It handled the 2 to 3 mile an hour gusts in third rate, so I do suggest to keep this indoors though. I just wanted to test it outside and it seems to do just fine. So you know, I give it a thumbs up. It's a good flyer, you guys. Definitely a lot better than that H30W, I believe that one was, with that Wi-Fi camera. I didn't like that one. It was a good flyer until it started messing up, but this one's definitely a decent flyer, you guys. So Potensic, I really appreciate you guys sending this out for a quick review, guys. Like always, God bless, cheers, and happy flying.